Hi everyone, I hope you like the story. I Want a Monster. I love this story and it has so many different fun monsters in it. And what I like is that they all start with just this simple shape like that. So you can practice drawing them coming out of the page or hanging upside down or right side up. And then you just get to decide what kind of monster they are. Maybe you have one eye, or maybe you have lots of eyes. Right? There's many different types of noses and mouths and teeth and arms. So this is a fun book for inspiration. We're gonna try a monster drawing today that is gonna start with a folded piece of paper. So you can make your monster talk. You can open it a little bit or a lot. And if you have a monster like this, his mouth is closed and he looks very tame, but then he could get vicious or scary. My monster is a garden monster. He eats everything in my garden. First a carrot, then a tomato, then my radishes. See how big his mouth gets? And you can, once you know how to fold like this and create a mouth right here, you can create lots of different characters. I tried on a tiny piece of paper making a fish. It looks very calm and sweet, but then is vicious and might eat smaller fish. So you can get creative with what you might grow taller or it might be hidden inside. So let's try it. We're gonna start with a piece of paper, vertical like this. We're going to fold it in half. So vertical and then pulling the edge down to this edge. Line up those corners in the edge. That's how you know that you're folding it directly in half. Crease that edge. And then what you'll see, so you have it like this, the half, and then this part needs to come up. So fold it in half, and then this edge is gonna go up to the fold. Make sure the fold is at the top. This edge goes up to the fold. Crease it like that, and that's all the folding you need to do. So that's where the mouth is going to be, and then it will open up. So you can test it as you go, but we're gonna actually draw with it folded first. And I'm gonna draw with a Sharpie because it's easier for you to see, but you'll do it with pencil first in case you want to erase. So remember we talked about that curved shape for the monster? What if I want to do an eye like that? I'd have to leave a little bit more room, right? Let's try it. Let's do a curve the top of his head. And then I'm going to continue on this page right here. So just the curved shape, almost like a minion. And then you decide how many eyes you want to do. Let's look at these monsters. Most of them just have 2 eyes, but there's many different ways to do it. I'm gonna put 2 eyes since I did 1 on my last one. Give him some eyelids. And then the mouth is going to be right here, right along there. So you want to be able to see where the mouth is on the top paper and on the bottom paper. So a line right there. If you add arms to your monster, make sure they stay down here below the fold. So if you wanted to do the monster's arms like this, you could. If you want to do patterns on your monsters, scales or bumps or stripes, you can do that too. And then we're going to open it up. Make sure you can see all of this on the camera. Open it up and we're going to connect these lines. So this is the surprise where his mouth gets really big, like that. So I did this very straight, but you could curve it a little bit. I think I like the way that looks. The only reason we do this part straight is because it's on the fold, but you could do something kind of fun. Put it back and say, oh, maybe I wanted this monster to have a mustache. So there's his mouth, okay? So I think this monster is not going to be a garden monster. I think this is gonna be a sweet tooth monster. He likes lollipops. He will steal all your sweets. all your candies on Halloween. Okay, so you can put whatever in your monster's mouth if you want. Maybe he's hiding a little baby monster. And then all I did was color it in with crayons. You can use anything that you want to color it in that you have at home, but nothing messy. Oil pastels might be a little too messy because we're moving it around and it might get smeared. But with your crayons, you could create a pattern on your monster. Maybe this guy had polka dots and this one I want to have stripes. So you can just color him in like that. And remember, once you know that fold in half, one side up, that line is the mouth or the opening of whatever you want it to be. You can get creative. This is just a scrap piece of paper I found. Doesn't have to be big on nice paper. Okay, I have fun. I can't wait to meet your monsters.